All right, let's see here. 30 days. Y'all see that? Jail time for contempt of court order in Utah. In Utah, jail time for contempt of court can vary based on the severity of the offense and the type of contempt. Here are the key points regarding jail time for contempt of court in Utah. Direct contempt. This occurs in the judge's presence and can be addressed immediately. It may result in jail sentence of up to 30 days. Indirect contempt. This happens outside the courtroom and requires additional legal proceedings. So she would get a hearing. It could lead to misdemeanor charges, which may carry penalties of up to 6 months in jail. Candace, do you really want to violate that order? Justice court judges. If a contempt charge is brought by a justice court judge or court commissioner, the jail sentence is limited to 5 days and the fine is limited to $500. This is a district court, I think. U.S. District Court. Yep, district court judge. Right here. Judge Tony F. Graff, judge, district court judge. So a justice court. Okay, no, that's district. That district court is higher. So yeah, no, she could look. She can look up to 6 months. Candace, go ahead and violate that order, girl. Violate the girl. Candace, please violate that order. You'll be all right. You'll be held in indirect contempt. You'll get a hearing, but you've already put it out there yourself in a post. That's premeditated. Why do you all think I titled the video that? Candace Owens premeditated violation of a gag order. That would be premeditated. You're saying you're going to do it. How do you think that would help you if you had a hearing for contempt charges, Candace Owens? Your attorneys have to be pulling out their hair by the scalp. Like, why is she my client? Why, Jesus? Like, you cannot make this up. Candace, you're the one choosing to do this. No one told you to put up that post but you and maybe the devil. I don't know. Some spirit is coming to you in your sleep because it can't be Charlie. Charlie would tell you, you need to obey the laws of the land. That is in the word of God. I don't know what else to say about that. Like, why would you want to put up a post saying you're going to violate it? She thinks everything is about free speech. And no, it's not how. Oh, this is free speech you have. You have the right to free speech. It is part of your responsibility to use this free speech wisely. It shouldn't infringe upon the rights of others. Your free speech could also cause someone's due process rights to be significantly hindered or altered. Your free speech does not have the right to infringe upon the freedom and the protections of someone else. Period. It just doesn't. Your rights should not trample over someone else's rights. It should be equal in the eyes of the law. But when you start thinking your rights rises above someone else's rights, we have a problem here. And the courts don't mind putting your ass in check. They will put you in check, girl. And that judge, he is not playing with you, Candace. He's not playing with you. He's not. He's not playing with you. So, let's see here. Timu CK's ball. It's so hard. You're funny. That's a lie. Someone said a woman with him. It's a walking path for students in the public hearsay. Exactly. Like that. Where is the video? She said there's a video that is out there, but the FBI is not trying to release it. That's how she put it. It's like they received the full video, but they cut it down. Did they really? Candace, that would be material to the case. Don't you think that the FBI and the prosecution would want a video showing him walking with someone when he has said he was by himself? Because then he will be lying in the investigation. That could be possible perjury. You can't just make stuff up. It's so crazy about this. Oh, man. No YouTuber is under a gag order. Imagine all the conspiracy channels still doing what they do best. Yeah, well, if she's a witness, she is. If she's a witness, she is. And she wants to go out here and play CIA detective. Yeah, good luck to that girl. Oh man, she viewed that footage from the camera that was behind Charlie. She said someone let her see it over a Zoom call. Really? That video is public and never should have been shared with her. Is it public or private? What's going on, S Files? I'm sorry, I didn't speak to you. How you doing? You good? Is that video private? Was it given to the fans? I remember her saying something about somebody from Turning Point USA taking down a camera that was behind Charlie. But that video, from my understanding, was turned over to the prosecutor, to the investigators. And then she got upset because they turned it over and she was like, we don't trust the feds. We don't trust the feds. What do you mean? No, you don't trust the feds, but you don't. That's where this obstruction thing comes into play as well. You have video evidence that have been turned over to the investigator, more than likely for the prosecutor to use. And you're saying that shouldn't happen because you don't trust the feds. What are you talking about? We don't care. The judge didn't care when he signed his order either. He said, yeah, try me. If you're a witness, Candace, try him. Please try him. Why else would she put up that post? I'm just asking questions here. Candace, I'm just asking questions here. Why else would you put up that post unless someone is deemed you to be a witness? Why else? Because a month later, now you all of a sudden talking about a gag order out of nowhere. Mighty funny. Mighty funny. I don't find that odd. I find that very odd. It's very it's very strange to me. I gotta get my Candace on. It's very strange to me. It doesn't make sense. Candace Owens posts up a post saying she is going to, don't worry about the gag order in the Charlie Kirk case. I plan to violate it on the world's behalf. You know, like she's somebody's savior. Like she's God or above the rule of law. The things I've discovered this past week are enough to burn the house down. While the judge is saying, you got to get it past the courts. Yes, Charlie was betrayed by everyone. Candace, violate that order if you want to, girl. If you're a witness, violate it. Child boo. Yeah, it should have never been shared with her if they sent it over to the prosecutor or to the investigators. Yeah, okay. You said Owens is a witness. What happened to Fran's stuff? Who knows? That case is still sitting in court, by the way, people. It's not gone anywhere. The court case for the Macrons, oh no, that's not gone anywhere. It's still open and pending and active, very much active. She took a 10-day break. Maybe something happened with that too. But I'm saying there's a possibility if she's posting a post saying something about a gag order, the only way it would apply to Candace Owens is if she has been deemed a witness. Because otherwise, she's not an attorney. She's not a consultant. She's not a, what you guys see here. She's not an investigator. She's not a consultant or staff member or any member of the prosecution or defense team. So the only option that would even make sense would be a witness. So she's been deemed a witness, then that's the only way this order could pertain to her. And that's just putting two and two together between her post and this order. Because why else would she post it? It's so stupid to post something like that if you have nothing to do with it. But apparently, someone has made her a witness. That's just my logical deduction. I could be wrong. I'm asking a question. I'm just asking questions, Candace. You can answer the questions. Unhinged people will act on her own insanity. This is very dangerous. It is. She'll find out. Violate the court order, girl. Pro snipers making vids, no gag order, using narrative with evidence regarding Charlie's incident. I'm sure that the prosecutors and the investigators are reviewing. They watch YouTube as well. But they're making vids on scenarios here. I mean, their videos wouldn't matter. It wouldn't be material to the case because you would have to have, the prosecution would either have to draft on their own expert, like sharpshooters or whatever, to recreate the scene, or even the defense. So let's say a couple people who made those videos, those pro snipers, actually are consulted. Yet they're considered consultants, and they're hired by the prosecution or the defense to recreate it. Then they would be under the direction of this order, because what they will be doing now is recreating what happened, which would be material to the case. I still have questions about how the gun got on the roof. We have logical questions here, but I'm not making assumptions about something that's outside of what's in the indictment. I'm not going beyond what has been presented to me in documentation. And recreating just to test the theory of the power of the weapon or the bullet or anything like that, I don't see that being material. I just seeing that as someone testing the validity of the strength of the bullet in the gun. However, if these people are brought on and hired as consultants to do that, then that would change the game as far as what they will be bound to say and not say. But if Candace is a witness, is all I'm saying. She's the one that posted up the post talking about a gag order. So the only way it would apply to her is if she has been deemed a witness. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying she has been. I'm saying, why would she post the post? One, if she has nothing to do with this order. Why even post it if she has nothing to do with it? It's like she's telling on herself. She's like, she's screaming, yeah, I want to be a part of this. Why? Why, girl? You can't make this stuff up. So if she's involved, the only way that order would relate to her is if she has been deemed a witness. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying she is. That's just what I'm deriving between the post and the order. Because otherwise, most people would not even want to tell people they're affiliated with this like that. And then talking about you're going to violate something. Girl, bye, Felicia. Bye, Felicia. Yeah, go ahead and violate it, girl. Yeah, go ahead. Find out. I think she's just being dramatic, trying to look like a badass. I hope I can say that word. Yeah, you're good. You're good. And then you guys see, here's the link to the actual gag order. You can read for yourselves. Shout out to Andrea Burkhart. She's an attorney. She went over it. She has a 2-hour plus video on YouTube as well. I suggest you guys go and check out her video. She has a great breakdown. I'm one where I will listen to an attorney give a breakdown. So I've seen the majority of her video just to get an understanding of it, and then use the same case law she used in her video, because that's how I understood the interpretation of that law. But this order is still in effect because it has not been challenged in no higher level court. It has not been appealed, and the Utah Supreme Court has not vacated this order. So it's still in effect. So I'm just stating the facts here. If there's been a hearing, or if there is something that has been filed to challenge this order, then please send me the information, because I haven't seen it. And I would I typically do those things to make sure I cover all my bases. All right. So that's the link to that. Her Substack is there with this order. It's 2 pages. Diane said, burning fee for investigation. Oh, man. George wants her a real nice cup of tea. Girl, go make him a sandwich. Candace said, she wrote a book, said, make him a sandwich. Candace, go make George a sandwich. Okay. If he gives me any sign that he wants out, George, we will get you out that house, bro. You got to make sure the kids somewhere safe. It's poor of them. She's got a baby to attend to. Like, what are you doing, Candace? What are you thinking, Candace? You're going to violate the order with 4 children. You can't go to court. You can't be a badass on X and then go to court and cry to me, you're going to have children. I have babies. I marry him. I didn't mean to say that. I didn't mean it. We stop you. That judge gonna say, go give her a 5-minute break. Then she can come back while we finish up this hearing. I'm gonna be studying her ass. Because you don't put out posts like that, Candace. You going to challenge a U.S. district judge is not the way to go to show anybody you're a badass. That's not how we do. That is not how we do, Candace. Y'all, you can't make this stuff up. Frankly, say you need to go to law school. I'm schooled out, frankly. I'm gonna be honest. I got a master's degree. That's enough. I'm done. No more school. I'm good with school. Let's see. Hopefully, medicine adjustments. She's been out for what 10 days. She better do something. Candace, you gotta have to stop playing with the courts. The courts are not for play. They do have power. All right. 1 day is like 1 year in jail. You think Candy could do 30 days in jail? She could. She could. Y'all see? Listen, let me show y'all again. Hold on. I had pulled it up. My bad. Hold on. Let me go back. Jail time. Okay. Let me go back. Y'all see here? For indirect contempt. This happens outside the courtroom. So if she violates the order, it won't be in the presence of the judge. So it's outside the courtroom. And then she'll get the prosecutor or the defense. They'll file a motion or a petition for contempt. And then it'll lead to a hearing. So then she'll get a hearing, because due process. And then, of course, depending on the charges, severity of it, could lead up to penalties that include 6 months in jail. Y'all see that here? That could carry penalties of up to 6 months in jail. Candace, please violate that order. You got 4 kids, girl. 4 kids. 4 children. Stop playing with the courts. Stop playing with the courts. Candace has gone underground. Haven't you heard? She probably has. She's been gone for 10 days. I said, frankly, you say you don't care for LLC said and says, oh, frankly loves me. Send me a heart in the chat, friend. Y'all, Jesus loves the trolls as well. We got to let him in. Candace doesn't have evidence. She's not under a gag order. She may or may not. Maybe she's had access to it or seen it. Diane, I don't know. She shouldn't be making that post either. If she doesn't want to have anything to do with it, don't put up a post and announce you're going to violate it. Y'all see? Do y'all understand why that's not a good thing to put up that type of post and dog whistle to the court? You're going to violate something if you don't have anything to do with it. They don't want you to be involved if you're not involved. But don't sit here and dog whistle, sending out a post talking about, don't worry about that gag order. I plan on violating it. Oh, so you're bound by the gag order? That's the first thing people are going to say. And in what way? So the first thing I naturally think to do is read the order. If she has been deemed a witness, whether she's seen evidence or not, and they've asked questions about certain type, it could have been about another witness. It could have been about a possible witness like Phil Lyman or somebody. Well, she's tampering with them, or her trying to watch videos from Turning Point USA. It could have been that. Whether she has it in her possession is irrelevant. If she sees some video footage that has been turned over to the feds or to the prosecutor, the investigator that's going to give it to the prosecutor, the fact that she has been a testament to seeing this and witnessed it, they would consider her a witness and ask her questions about it. Candace is the one sitting here contacting people at Turning Point USA about everything. She's the one making videos saying, I have connections at Turning Point USA. I'm kind of like the grandfather there. I'm a Mason. That's what she said. I'm a Mason at Turning Point. Oh, okay. And then attorneys are just writing that shit down. Like, you're telling on yourself. And then this post she did, that just kind of seals the deal. It's like, okay, chef's kiss. Thank you. Because you would not even want to connect yourself to a gag order unless you're bound by it. And if she's doing this as a joke, then she really messing herself up, because now you're pissing off the court too. Because you're out here, sending this misleading perception that somehow you're bound by a gag order when you're not. That's a bad thing to do as well. I don't really see her coming out of this without getting popped on the hand at some point. Come on. Candace needs to knock it off. She's too old for this. She got 4 kids. The S-File said, I think George just hides in his office. She's making people pay $16.99 to listen. Well, where's my $16.99, Franklin? The Moroccans, they are waiting for someone to pay attention to them. Candace says, doing 60 days with them, female killers in jail, not worth it. Exactly. If a law goes against the Bible, then a Christian is not obligated to obey. Oh, is that what you think? Okay. MB Burke. Hi, y'all. I am hour behind. We had to do birthday in our home. Hearts, love. Thank you so much. Hit the like button for me. When the law is for our good, then we obey. Laws are laws. You got to obey them, whether you like them or not. There are a lot of laws I don't like. You gotta follow the law. Gotta follow the law. Candace is going to end up testifying for the defense. Exactly. She's gonna be their best witness because she is just throwing all kinds of curveballs to help the the defense, not the prosecution. She's pissing off the prosecution. They probably deemed her a witness because she pissing them off. If anybody deemed her a witness, it's certainly the prosecution because she's making them mad. Girl, stop contacting Turning Point USA with evidence, Candace Owens. And whatever you think you have to burn the house down, prosecutors like, yep, fair game. Bring it here. You see how easy it is for somebody to look at you and say you're a witness. Stop playing games with the court, Candace. That's not it. Oh man, Candace is Rosa Parks, is she? No, oh, God. Chabu. Candace ain't probably never been on a bus. MB Burke. Hello. I mean, it is a public. Oh, okay, gotcha. S-Files. Gotcha. No worries. Everybody speak to everybody. Rosa Parks worked for the NAACP when she was on the bus. Exactly. Come on. I'm not comparing Candace Owens to Rosa Parks. No. Let's go. Monica said, didn't she also say she had some info from the autopsy? She said, yes. She said she spoke with someone that has direct connection to the autopsy report. And then that's when she said, I can confirm that Charlie was shot from the front. All the videos of him being shot can confirm that. She didn't break anything that was like new or different. How many videos are out there? I actually have raw footage that was posted up and I actually did a short on it from the person that was there. Raw footage. And you see everything. It's like it clearly comes in from the front. Duh. You had witnesses, people that were there in person. Candace Owens cannot just exist in her alternate reality as if real human beings were not there in this reality on Earth in person watching him get shot. You can't forget all those people. Those are real eyewitnesses. So she's just not figuring out he was shot from the front. That's not a secret, Candace. That's known information. It's just what I'm curious to know is how did the gun get on the roof when the cameras didn't pick it up? Like that. That's just questions I've asked. But I'm not making an assumption with it. I'm asking a question because it was missing in the indictment. I've gone over the indictment. I have some other documents I'm going to show tomorrow. In a separate video of a security, it's like a security assessment profile they did on Tyler Robinson. I mean, there's information out there I've gone over, and I mean, still same questions here, but I'm not trying to imply anything that I've seen any evidence or any of that. You don't need to do that. To just report on the information itself. That's where she's out here calling Turning Point USA like she owns the company, like Erica Kirk doesn't exist. And I'm sure Erica Kirk had to say, stop answering phone calls for Candace Owens. I'm not in the mood. This is my husband's death we're talking about. Why is she calling all of you all? Candace is acting as if she runs the company. And that's not a good thing because she doesn't care about the feds. She doesn't trust them, remember? That's what's so crazy about this. So, y'all see here, if she's held in contempt, she might be looking at up to 6 months in jail in direct contempt. Candace, you putting out a post saying you're going to violate it. The court said, oh, okay. Well, I guess we'll be waiting on your ass. Let me go to this docket for the Macron's case right quick. just to see what's going on with it, because she has been gone for 10 days. Let's see if she's had anything going on with this. Yeah, no, nothing's happened since October 7th. So, order just signed by the judge governing the deadline to respond for her and her attorney to respond to the amended complaint, because Candace Owens keeps doubling down on this whole thing of Brigitte Macron being born a man. So they had to amend their complaint to add in the new evidence. That was done back on September 26th. It was docketed September 30th. Then a stipulation was entered from her attorney regarding the deadline to respond. And then there was an order on the stipulation. So she has until October 30th to get the response. In 9 days, Candace, 9 days to file that response to the amended complaint. And what this response will be is based on the new allegations. So they don't have to respond to the entire complaint all over again, just the parts that are amended. Okay, so it shouldn't need extra time. And we already know she filed for a motion to dismiss because reasons. It's so crazy. I don't think Candace realizes Cash Patel was close friends with Charlie. Wrong move to blame FBI in this case. They're going to go hard. She blamed the entire United States military. Like all of the U.S. military should be pissed off at such insinuation with no evidence. She's talking about planes flying overhead like we would allow a plane in our airspace, and we don't know who up there. Yeah, they be like, breaker, you identify yourself. Okay, one warning. We will be sending a warning shot if you don't identify yourself. Oh, okay, we're just going to take you down if you don't identify yourself. We would take that plane out the sky. I don't even have to be in the military to know that. My ex-husband was in the Navy. But I mean, it's just stuff I read about. We would take that plane out of our airspace if they don't identify themselves. For her to insinuate a plane was flying around in our U.S. airspace, and we have no idea what that plane is, why they up there, what they're doing, who they are, and they don't want to identify themselves, that plane would have failed in real time. It wouldn't have taken long. They would say, all right, we might need somebody to come out here. We got to take the plane out the sky because we don't know what they're doing. They shoot it down. Any airman can give me some confirmation on it, because that's my understanding from what I read and research. They will take that plane out the air. She's talking about his flight log and all of it. I'm sorry, there's a black box in every plane. What do you mean? Like stuff like that goes over her head. So when she's saying these things, and she's talking about there's no log or something, please remember that every plane has a black box unless it's been disabled, which would have been something that someone would have to manually do. You have a flight data recorder, and you have the cockpit voice recorder. Those are two main components of the black box in every plane. So you're not like the data of the plane itself is being recorded in real time. There's no way a plane is going to go in the air and that black box does not record what's going on with that flight, unless it's disabled and it's taken out. And then, of course, that's the identification. Yeah, get up there in the air and pretend like you don't hear somebody from some air towers trying to get you to identify yourself. Yeah, we're just going to shoot this thing at the sky. Blow it out the sky. We're not doing this. Because that's exactly what would happen. Exactly what would happen, man. Franklin says it's up to TPUSA to give it to the feds. That's the point. They had it. He showed it to Candace, and we don't know what happened then. And that's what they're going to ask her, probably. What did you see? And why didn't they? I think they did give it to him, but why are you asking to see this stuff and not sending it over, making sure it gets over to the investigators or the feds? I'm sure Erica Kirk had to put out a mandate saying whatever they need, we're going to give it to them. Candace Owens is not the CIA. Y'all know Erica Kirk is probably like seething right now, or just